I'm trying to refrain myself. I'm super excited about Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. I started playing Heroes of Might and Magic when it was just 1. So I played 1, 2, and 3, got all the way through 7, played every single game. I gotta say 3 is still my favorite of all time. Put thousands of hours into that, whether it be custom maps or just replaying the campaigns, trying to get better timings. Not like speedrun, but just reliving and seeing kind of what the RNG had for me each time. So I think we have up to 6 factions now in this game. So we'll see, what do we get to play right now? How many factions, how many towers, how many units, how many different areas do we get to explore? What is in store for us whenever we have a full release? So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and see what this demo has for us. Okay, I hope we can load that again. That was a really cool trailer thingy, and I just skipped all of it. Welcome to Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. This is the demo. It's in Steam. It's free because it's demo. Welcome, Heroes of Might and Magic Golden Era demo. We're delighted to have you here to discover the wonders of the continent of Jadame or Jadame. The first time in this demo. For this demo version, you'll have access to the following: in-game tutorial, single player with 3 different modes: classic, single, hero, and arena. 3 templates for single, hero, and classic mode each. There's no in-game time limit, so enjoy to your heart's content. You'll be able to play 4 very different factions out of the planned 6. For the early access, we get Temple, we get Necropolis, we get Dungeon, and we get Schism. Yes, the Altered Elves. Let's go. Please keep in mind we're still working on various aspects of the game, so please share your thoughts with us. Report any issues to our team using the F1 button, and your feedback helps us shape the best possible game. All right, so 4 different factions, 3 different modes. You get tutorial, single player, and then there are 3 templates for single, hero, and classic mode each. We'll check out templates, see what that's all about. 3 different modes. We have classic, single, hero, and arena. Single hero means that exactly what it means. Single hero throughout the entire game, no swapping. And then we have single player, which will be kind of the classic mode, which is like you can change in, change out heroes as you see fit. And then we have the tutorial. So let's go ahead and clock in here. And all right, first thing is tutorial. Click to start a new campaign. Enter profile name, character limits. Sir Knight. Can't type today. Welcome to the tutorial. Heroes of Might and Magic Golden Era is a tactical turn-based game. Build a match, recruit, level up heroes, develop cities, battle your foes. Throughout the game, you'll encounter various mechanics. We will introduce and explain them step by step in this tutorial. Also, your mouse is gonna get stuck. Cool. Well, that's interesting. First bug, I can't move my mouse. There we go. All right. A little bit of a hitch. If your mouse gets off screen, it doesn't come back. So let's check out this map for a second. So like if you hit 1, you can do bug, enter all of that as you play the demo. I highly suggest you do that. It'll help the developers with whatever they're doing in the game. We don't have a bug yet. This map here, we've got like a whale. We've got a Gyarados looking. If you played Pokemon, we've got Gyarados out here. We got like a fiery realm. We have a regular realm. We have a giant squid. So I like all the little characters out in the map. We got some boats swimming around out here. Let's see, heroes we can select. We can't select a hero. Beginning tutorials and learn the basics. We know the basics already, but we're gonna start the mission. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Got my Dubby energy in hand. So good. Today we are drinking. Still on the blue raz. This is Shadow Monarchy Surge from Solo Leveling. This stuff, it's so good. Blue raz, purple grape, really good. I also have Japanese soda. So Japanese soda will be next. And we also got the mug for that one. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Get W code SDK is your code to get 10% off if you want to try out some W. It is super dope, super good, jitter-free energy. I love it. I know, ad, but still, it's good. Good stuff. All right, when you enter the game, you'll find yourself a global map. The game, various objects, locations, enemy forces are scattered. By default, most maps covered by fog of war. Okay, cool, got it. To move, double click on your mouse, go to movement points. Okay, got it. During the game, you'll encounter large territories that cannot fit. At any time, you can move the camera. You can WASD or right click and pan. Got it. You can only plot a route through areas that are not hidden by a fog of war, obstacles, enemy squads. So green means go, gray means you don't have enough move points, and red, not really red, it's orange on my screen. I don't know about you, but red movement will end in a battle with an enemy squad. Got it, got it. Now that you learn a basic moves, make your way to the marked checkpoint. You can always view tasks in the upper right corner. Click, 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 click. So WASD, move your map around, or right click and you can drag it around. I'm gonna click. We're gonna go there. Oh, the fog of war looks really cool. So all of this in the gray out here, all of that is fog of war. If you left click once, it'll show you your path. You click it again, and you were out of moves. Or oh, yep, click the large round button at the bottom right. Start a new day. And we'll get our movement points back. Got it, got it. Cool. Keep moving. Let's go. All right, we got to the purple spot. Well done. Down the road helps you move faster. It does. Terrain is a huge penalty barrier in these games. So staying on the road, good. Getting off road, you will end your turn very quickly. All right, we discovered an observatory. Basically, an observatory just opens up the map so you can see more from the fog of war. It takes some of that out. This burning edge map, fog of war, very cool. I love that aspect. It's very super cool. All right, passage, guard ahead. Piles of gold lie nearby. Attack the enemy. Move with the piles of gold. You can see the current amount of each resource in the resource panel. If you hover, you can see 400 to 800 gold. Everybody likes gold, even demons and spirits. Ha ha. Up here at the top, let's just go over this. So up here at the top is your main bar for resources. So we have gold, we have wood, we have ore, we have gems, we have crystals, mercury, and alchemical dust. Now, alchemical dust is kind of a new one to me. I've not dealt with alchemical dust yet, unless I'm just not remembering from other series. Let's see what else we got on the map. We got a garrison, which is usually where you can recruit creatures. This one's holding swordsmen. So you've got 1, 2, 3. And once you take over a garrison of any kind of troop type, you can go grab them once a week when populations refresh. Go down here and grab the gold. I wonder if E ends my turn. It does. Down here, you will notice what day you are on. You're on month 1, week 1, day 3. Day 3 is indicated by these blue bars. So blue 1, 2, 3. That is days of the week. And when you get 7, you're going to roll over that week. You know how calendars work, don't you? Of course you do. All right, let's bag up all this gold. All right, what do we got here? These are just sheep. Okay, can I zoom in? Okay, if you use your scroll, oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. So if you zoom in with your scroll wheel on your mouse, use this guy. Scrolly, 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 scrolly. We're scrolling, okay? We're also jamming. 500 gold, thank you very much. Who is my hero? I've got John Johnson. I just noticed the name. John Johnson over here. Who am I sporting today? Oh, it's good old John Johnson. Can I click on him and see like what's going on with? Okay, if you double click your hero, you can bring up the hero tile. Heroes wear gear, so all of these different things you can equip and make your hero even better. We've got basic scouting as a one of his skills right now. John Johnson is a knight. I don't think we can change his name. John was just a soldier until Ravenshore campaign, where he carried his fallen commander to safety and led a retreat. Proving himself in battle, he rose through the ranks as a general who fought alongside his men. Their loyalty never wavered, even against a dragon. When they slew the beast together, John was the last to believe it. He still sees himself as just a soldier, but hero or not, his great deeds may yet lie ahead. There's a story of John Johnson. So you click the little feather next to the X and it gives you the story. That's a delete button and we're not don't do that yet. No, we need old Johnny Johnson. Salt of the Earth. He is a swordsman. The growth in my cities increases by 1 under the command. They gain 1 speed, 1 initiative, and 20% HP. Or attack and defense increased by 1 for every 3 hero levels. An enemy swordsman lose an equal amount of attack and defense. So he loves swordsmen. He helps swordsmen. If we go through here, we've got our stats. So we've got attack, we've got defense, spell power, knowledge, luck, and morale. Here's all of our movement points. Here's our XP levels. We have 100 until we get to our next level. And then we have mana. So obviously we have a spell book somewhere. My army is going to be down here. You've got 7 slots for an army. Now, in traditional Heroes games, there were 7, I call them hierarchies of creatures, but usually you would have base units 1 through 6 all the way up, and then you would have like an elite unit, like a black dragon or a green dragon or gold dragon. Green dragon, gold dragon, you know, who gives a shit, right? You would have an elite character, right? 5th, 6th, and 7th levels would always be your more advanced creatures, and then each creature had a base unit and then an upgraded unit. So like monks would become zealots, cavalry would become knights, like so on and so forth, right? They upgrade and they become swordsmen, became paladins, I believe. It's been a long time. I am quite older. Okay. You have an item filter for your backpack here. And looks like it shows how many, like what weight that we can carry. That might be kind of new. We'll check it out. And then we have our skills, or like a quest. Sorry, quests. Main quest, capture the city in the northeast of the map. So if we zoom out, maybe I can see the whole map. If I press M, press tab, no. We have quick save. We can quick save. Where is my map? I don't have a full map. That's interesting. Okay, here's our spellbook. Spellbook is, if I hit B, that's going to be spellbook. Okay, we've got different families of spells. Right now we don't have any spells, so it'd be like all spells, and then each one of these would have different classifications of spells. Usually you have spells on the map. You can do movement spells or, you know, spells when you're not in combat, and then you'll have combat spells. So we'll see. If I hover, these don't tell me. There's not a tooltip to say, hey, this is combat spells versus map spells. I do like the book animation, like the clasps are moving. I think that's really cool. Escape is the way to get out. Here is our, I guess, here's your full map, right? So here is, here's the castle we're supposed to go overtake. And it gives you a little revelation in, gives you a reveal in the Fog of War. This tells you, hey, this is what you're trying to get to. So we've got some enemies. It gives you the indication of how strong the enemies are. That's a 2 out of 5 on the skull meter. We got a 1 out of 5. These are level 10 through 19. So we're gonna have to get past those guys and get past those guys. We're gonna take these over and recruit. Sometimes you take these over just by clicking on them, and sometimes you have to battle the creatures first, and then you can overtake it. Let's see, what else can we tell about this map? So that's as far as we go as far as take over castle main quests, and our tutorial quests are collect 5,000 gold. I don't know how much gold we actually have. Oh, we have 4,000. We're up here, 4,000. So we need to collect some more gold. All right, we're going to end our turn. We got more points. We're going to attack these. We've got 3 groups of soldiers. We've got 32 in total. We should be good to go. I think I can access these guys here. It's easy battle. It's not letting me battle them yet. I don't know if I just don't have enough movement points or is something else going on here. There's another pile here. Okay, so it doesn't want you to interact with those creatures. Good to know. Until you've done the side quest or the tutorial quest, which is collect 5,000 gold. I didn't see that one hiding there in the trees, but we got it. We got it. Keep going. Plot a route and squad blocking your path and go take them out. Okay, so it removed the fog of war so we can go attack these guys. All right, basic tutorial battles. So battles are turn-based, which means each time you move, you're going to have a set amount of movement for each creature. You're going to go through, it's going to have a hex diagram to show you how far you can move. If it's a ranged creature, you will get a arrow showing you which ones you can attack. If it's got a broken arrow, it means they might be behind a wall or an object, so you can't shoot them, or they just might be out of range. You might have to move closer to actually attack them. So let's go through here and check it out. I'm not going to read all of that. We've got 3 units. If I click these guys, this is basically battle formations. This is before the battle is actually started. You can say, hey, I want these guys to be here. I want these to be here and here. These are movement-based creatures. So I want these creatures to be forward as far as they can when they start the battle in case there's range creatures. I don't think we have range creatures on this one. No, we're fighting movement melee. So enemy movement attack, goal of the battles, defeat the enemy. They're going to move towards you. You're going to move towards them. Yada, yada, yada. We're going to continue. Stat can't attack at the moment or move closer. The maximum movement depends on the speed. When your creatures attack an enemy in melee combat, they may receive a counterattack. The number of counterattacks is limited. Usually creatures can counterattack once per round. If you don't want to attack something, you can always wait. And up here, this bar is showing who has movement first. So you will see when you hover, you can see how far they can move. This guy can move that far. That guy can move that far. The ones in yellow are the ones you don't have highlighted. So the highlighted creature is the one going first, which is green. Ooh, it even gives you a little trail of where they will go on the map. And then if they are magic dealing, they'll have like a little mana bar and the energy bar. We're going to move him up here. Going to be over the top. This guy can move here. So if I move him here, he will get attacked next round, but he will have a counter attack, which is okay. We're going to move all 3 of those. And if you hit defend, usually you can get some defense. You hit wait, it's just going to wait. You don't get the defense bonus, but you will get to attack at the end of the round. Doing defend means you give up your turn completely to get the defense. Ooh, that was a nice counterattack. I did want to click on these units and kind of see what I'm dealing with here. The animations are cool. I can't zoom in to see any closer. It looks like they have what looks like so their health is 25 to 37. There's only 1 unit left. Their health is still 25 to 37, so that's not going to change per enemy. It's going to tell you what the health range is of that unit, and it's going to tell you how many of those units they expect you to kill with each attack. So it's saying that if I attack head on, I may kill 3 or 4 of these. They each have 25 to 37. I just hit spacebar to skip. He's pretty low health. We depending on where the sword is pointing, so if the sword is pointing like down that way, that means I'm going to attack from the top. You can see my movement is moving me over there. Previously in the game, you wouldn't really see the movement so much. Like a pre-movement, all you would see is the arrow at which you were attacking, which would tell you, hey, am I going to attack and move, or am I just going to attack and stay still? If I right click on it, I can see we're fighting infernal troglodytes. And if you want backstory on a troglodyte, you can get that. So despite their physical frailty, many troglodytes display cunning by targeting their opponent's weak points. Defeating a stronger foe grants them the title of Shakor the Infernal. Now in previous games like Might and Magic 3, these guys were blind, and they usually came from the underground factions. So they've got 3 attack, 5 defense, 1 to 3 damage. Their morale is 1, luck 0, initiative 8, which means how early do they go in order of battle. Speed 4 is how far or fast they walk across the map. Okay, we're going to take these guys out. Did 24 damage, we take out 1. Now this is a stack of 10. I can't reach them, but I don't want them to get any further in, so I'm going to move over here. And we'll wait for our turn. So the troglodytes attack. See, they have another attack, and then all 3 of my units will have their attacks. This says I should be able to kill 2 to 3 of theirs. We killed 3. Nice. They got a retaliation because it's a new round. We are going to move our stack of 9 and attack this. I should be able to kill them all. And we got them. So they disappear from the bar up top whenever they die. Yeah, hoorah. Exactly. Congrats on winning your first battle. That was actually, I liked that. The animations, the units themselves look really polished for a demo. The time you faced a weak enemy, but on your journey you'll encounter much stronger foes. To defeat them, you will need a larger army. And I can see the swordsman garrisons. Yes, we're going to go get those garrisons. We're going to buy those troops. Here, end our turn. So we don't have an enemy out here right now. Normally, if there's an enemy hero, you would be seeing them moving around the map doing things. They don't have anybody moving around, so basically it's just us free roaming. That's why the turns are ending immediately. There we go here. We can recruit 18 for 1,440. Very good. Now we'll go here. I'm going to get the same one. We can split them and move them if we want to have our stacks a little bit more even. So we just spent all of our gold. We have 680 gold left. And if I go here, you can dismiss units. If you hit split, then I can do this and kind of weight the units. Hit split with here. So whatever stack you have, it doesn't matter. You can go backwards or forwards. If I on the left stack and then I click on the right one and hit split, or if I'm on the left one and hit split and then click on the right one, you're basically just if you want to move the stack, you can just click and drag and move it. If I want to add the stack to another, I can just click the plus sign. If I want to distribute them, I can click this little button there. If I want to, oh, that is very cool. So if I want, okay, I can do everything from the same screen. If I want to dismiss the units, it's the bottom right icon down here. If I want to balance my whole squad, like across, I have 7 slots. If I want to balance all of that, I hit the scale button, and that's going to give me 2. And if I do it again and again and again, it will evenly distribute the units to any open slots that I have and give me the equal weighted stack for each one. I freaking love that. Or you can manually trade with a stack and do a split yourself if you don't like the split that it gave you. If you want to combine 2, you can either move them on top of each other, or you can hit plus button and move. And if you want to combine them all, it looks like the elevator closed door button down in the bottom left. So this will do one by one. You can separate out one unit. This will let you balance all the units. And then if you're like, hey, I just really want 3 stacks of units, you can do that right there. Now we got 3 stacks of units. Let's go kill these guys. We have... We're doing the same things at Troglodytes again. Looks like it's Infernal Troglodytes again. We're just going to do movements. Our spellbook right now is empty, so we have nothing to use there. Gonna move these guys all the way up here, and then our turn will be over. All 3 of their guys are going to go. They're actually going to go first on the next try. And you can see they have a poison, like a poison spit that they can do. If you're ever in a battle and you want to surrender, you can. Usually costs money. If you get to a point where you can retreat, this sign will light up the foot and it will let you retreat. So they got to move twice. They got to go, they got to launch their poison attack, and then they got to go again because they have very high initiative. All right, so there's only 3. I should be able to kill all 3. There we go. My stack of 23 is going to kill 6 to 9 units. Hopefully it kills 9. We killed 6. This stack only has 5. Our retaliations are doing pretty well. He went down to attack my bigger stack of 27. And we took him out. No problemo. So we lost 2 from one stack. We lost 5 from the other stack. And they lost everybody. Okay. Hero skills and levels. Exploring the world, defeating opponents earns you experience and you get to level up. Yes, same as most games. We get 4 attributes: attack, defense, spell power, knowledge. Attack and defense. Pretty familiar with all of these. Spell power, knowledge. Obviously, knowledge is your mana points. Spell power is how powerful the spells are. Attack and defense are just attack and defense. We have morale and luck. So morale in this game is kind of like initiative. If you have very high morale, your troops want to do better. They want to go first. If they have high luck, then they get better crit. We like luck and morale. It can change the tide of a battle immediately. Attributes gain at each level. So might heroes gain attack and defense. Magic heroes gain spell power and knowledge. Similarly, the probability of acquiring specific secondary skills varies. Might heroes tend to learn army focused skills. Magic heroes are more inclined towards spell enhancing skills. Each secondary skill has 3 levels. As heroes levels up, the skills can be advanced as follows. Upon reaching the 2nd level, you can choose 1 of 3 sub-skills. Upon reaching the 3rd level, you can choose 2 final sub-skills. And each subgrade improves the core effective skill and allows you to tailor your hero to your preferred play style. In addition, your hero can attain an advanced class. To do so, you'll need to acquire a specific combination of maximal level skills. It's a challenging path, but the reward is worth it. Hero will become significantly stronger and gain powerful new abilities. Find out which skills are required to unlock an advanced class. Hover your mouse over the class icon in the hero's profile. Also pay attention to the hints shown when leveling up. If a selected skill brings you closer to an advanced class, a smaller icon of the corresponding class will appear next to it. At any point during the game, you can view detailed information about your hero. To do this, double-click your hero's portrait at the bottom of the screen. All right, basic offense, advanced scouting. Let's do offense for now. If I double click the hero, you can kind of see what's going on. So now we have offense, and we also have basic scouting. Okay, very cool. Click off of that. These guys we've already collected. So now we're just going to occupy Le Castle. We're going to see if there's any more troops in our way. So far, it looks like a big no. Well done, you completed the first tutorial. Now know the basics of the game. Next tutorial mission will learn more advanced features and strategies in greater detail. Victory! Bop, 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 bop. I would expect music on the victory screen. Sorry, that's a bug. Congrats, you successfully completed the first tutorial. Learn the basics. More challenging mission offering deep introduction mechanics of heroes, might, and magic. Let's go, main mission. All right, so we beat the gameplay basics tutorial. Now we're gonna go into the advanced tutorial. Let's see if it keeps our hero and the skills we acquired. City, that's really cool. And it's guarded by an AI player, so prepare your hero, upcoming battle, start capturing mines, get resources, and so on. We're gonna find map objects. So we've got things we can hover over and it will tell us kind of what it is. We have a treasure chest. It's either you take XP or gold. I always took XP until I was maxed. We have a windmill, which will give you gold. We have mines, and then we have resource piles, and then a campfire will give you just random stuff. So my units, we got John Johnson over here. I love his pipe. That's so funny. He's got a little smoking pipe here. This is telling us how to do hero skills again. We don't need that. We've got all of these. So he starts out with Ascension now. Each time a friendly stack dies, all remaining friendlies get their HP increased by 10%. We have basic defense and we have basic scouting, which is +1 to sight radius. Excellent. All right, so let's click on a campfire. Total resource system, we've got all kinds of different ways you can capture things on the ground. You can use, you can get mines, or you can visit objects, collect them across the map. Later, when we get into boats and stuff, you can actually collect like flotsam and things out in the water. Go ahead and grab the gold. We've got 16,000 gold right now. 25 wood, 25 ore, 10 gems, 10 crystals, 14 mercury, and 50 alchemy dust. We have some neutral opponents, so these aren't aligned with a faction. They're not aligned with any hero or anything. They're just on the map, just guarding things. Okay, so you're gonna find them, you're gonna attack them. Let's go ahead and get the windmill first. That gave us 3 mercury. This is a portal, so this is an exit. If it doesn't have any kind of color inside of it, that means it's an exit. Right here we've got a couple different creatures here. Ooh, okay, so a couple things going on. So if I highlight it, it kind of shows me what we're getting into. If I right click it, I can't see what I'm facing. It just tells me it's a normal battle and it's a 2-skull battle. And then we've got wooden ring. So this is an artifact. If I beat them, I can pick up the artifact. Okay. Also, I noticed that when I pressed Alt, I could highlight everything on here. So this will show me how much of my path is remaining. And then look, we've got an easy battle over here. That's 10 to 19 for those soldiers. Yeah, usually if you left click, it would actually tell you who it is. Let's go ahead and fight them. Okay, so they just retreated, or it was an auto battle. The game decided, hey, that was gonna be, you can accept this result, you can run, or you can actually do the battle, see if you do better. So it actually did an auto battle for me. I lost 4 troops total. We destroyed all of their troops. I'm gonna accept that result. I think that's fine. I'm gonna get this artifact here. We can put on the artifact. Yep. So if we double click our dude, we're wearing the ring right now. Apparently we use dust to upgrade the artifact. So now I've got no dust. None of this alchemical dust left. Okay. All right. So days and weeks, as you move through, obviously days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months. There really is nothing to do besides every week you get a refresh on troops and resources and windmills and things like that. There you go. We're going to end our turn managing multiple heroes. So Heroes of Might and Magic, you can have multiple heroes on the map. Each hero has their own level of skills. Basically, every hero is themselves. To hire new heroes, you need gold, and they can be hired in a tavern whenever that is built. And some maps have a limit on how many units you can have, how many heroes you can have. So on our left side, you can see I've got this hero, which is here, just appeared out of nowhere. And we can have this hero go explore. Depends on what is in there. What they have going on troop-wise. So, looks like we have some griffins. I really wish when I hovered it would tell me like what the troop is. If I double click on it, it doesn't tell me anything. All I can do is move them. We're going to contract that and group them all together. Yeah, that's interesting. It doesn't really feel like a bug to me, but I should be able to right click and actually see what the troop is, or hover and see what the troop is and see what they do. I can move these troops as we noted in the previous tutorial. So if I want to put them all here or here. Griffins have pretty good movement. I'm assuming these are marksmen, but again, I can't tell because it won't let me. If I hover over them or right click them or do anything from here, it doesn't do anything. So Leah the Untethered One is our second hero. She is going to fight here. So this group wants to fight. Okay, so tactics, we are going to move. I'm not going to move my marksmen. We're going to keep them there, and we're going to start the battle. Griffins move pretty far, so we're going to have them go here. And then we have swordsmen. We're going to move them there. Okay, so each creature in the game is, you know, unique stats, and it can be combined in a stack. Yada yada. Usually want to group. So this is crossbowmen. So this is what I wanted to see when I was on the map and I couldn't see this. I might submit it as a bug or just like a feature request because I would love to be able to see that from the map. I don't want to. It's either that or there's just some button I'm not pressing, which is weird. But I would like to hover and see, you know, how many's in the stack, what kind of, all these stats right here. I want to see that. So they are living creatures, full sentient inhabitant of Jedem. Their ranged attack and view from heavens increase the sight by 1. Then they also have fine bolts, so they deal 20% range damage, duration 2 rounds. Does not end their turn. If we look down here, they do have a melee attack. If they're close enough to somebody, they will use a melee attack, and they cannot use their ranged attack. So ranged attack, as mentioned, so a broken arrow means you are getting a ranged penalty. If the unit is closer, you will get a full arrow, which means no penalty. Okay, Spellbook. I have Lightning Bolt and I have a Fireball. I have 30 MP, which is mana points. If we click here, we have a symbol. So we do have map skills. So this must be battle skills, and this is map skills. The game itself is performing really well. The animations are showing up very quickly, like that. If you have a filter on, you click it again, you can unfilter. That means all spells. If I click here, it gives me those spells. So let's just try a lightning bolt. And let's go ahead and zap those guys. We took out 2 of them, and then I'm going to use the marksman. We took out 2 more. Very nice. And then we have our griffins. Griffins took out 2. Retaliation from swordsman. Actually don't look like swordsmen. Let me see if I can right click on them. In addition to movements, creatures can use special abilities. Abilities units need focus. When a stack attacks or takes damage, generates focus point after accumulating the credit required. Number of focus points, you get a focus charge, which is spent to activate the ability. That had nothing to do with me. I didn't activate that. That's what the marksman had as well. So when you get enough focus, it'll use the focus and do the attack. After using the ability, it enters a cooldown. Can't use it for several rounds. Very cool. In addition to creature abilities, your hero can also use active abilities, which also requires focus charge. So if you have an active ability, it's likely that you have to use the ability. Let's see. Can I right click on these guys? No. So even in the battle screen, you cannot click on them. All right. So now we have access to the mine. The mine is... This is ore storage. So I can click on this and I can gather ore from this once a week. This is a pile and this is the mine. The mine will give me, usually these are like 1 per day. They generate resources to treasury on a daily basis and they're cornerstone of the economy. Creature dwellings allow reinforcements. Units limited replenish at the start of the week. Yep, got it. All right, so we've got more down here. Their turn is up. The orange meter is their turn. The blue meter is likely mana points as well. Heroes can use spells. Yes, we've gone over that. Read minds. So I can show the precise number and intentions of neutral squads within 21 squares. So that basically lets me see, hey, is this squad of enemy going to let me pass, or am I going to have an auto battle? Is it going to be too tough? And give me more precise information into their squad. So that's kind of cool. I like that a lot. As I get closer to these, which look like Crusaders, we will check that out and see. All right, we're gonna do XP on the old John Johnson. Advanced defense or luck. We'll go ahead and take up luck. That's a good skill. These usually give you XP, basic resistance, basic recruitment, +4 to tier 1 creature growth. I like that actually. Basic recruitment is great. So we need to go take over this mine. All right, tactics phase. I'm just gonna start the battle. I do want to, I'm gonna right click. So these are guard captain. Okay, guard captains are a little bit tougher than swordsmen. You can see they have a little bit of upgrade on them. They look nice. I'm gonna move here, and we'll move here. And these guys will move all the way there. And if you hover over the enemy, you can see how far they can move. So they can't get all the way to me. So my next, I have the next 1, 2, 3 attacks. So we're going to see how many we can kill with each one. We killed 1. Retaliation, they took 1. I go here, it says I'll kill 2 to 3 with my stack of 10. And we got 3 of them. Ooh, high morale lets me go again. This is why you want morale and luck there. Quite literally game changers. And let's see if I can take them out. Well, he got 5 left, so probably not. Yeah, we took out 4. They're going to get an attack. All of the retaliation cooldowns have taken place once you finish everybody's turn, but we didn't need it. We're going to accept that result. Oh, I like how they die on the map after you're done. That is really cool. This is a gold mine. These are usually the hardest to take. So far our tutorial is being very nice. We're gonna have to fight this. This is a difficult battle. There's 2 stacks. One of them looks like they're upgraded and the other one just looks like the guard captain. So guard captain must be its own class, and then crusader would be like an upgrade to that. There's like an oasis over here. I don't think that's anything we can capture right now, and then I think our turn is done. So neutral creatures like this will not move. They'll stay where they are on the map. This battle says it is tough. I'm trying to remember if 10 to 19 means that's how many troops or how many oh wow, they just we lost 2, 3, and 5 in our stacks, but we took them out. We can accept that, or we can try to do better. I think I'll just go ahead and accept it. So 10 to 19 is the stack of how many creatures there are. So they had each one, they had 11 of these and they had 12 of these, and they moved them into 4 different stacks instead of just 2, but that's okay. We took them out. Let's go ahead and reveal this. Oh, that's going to be a lethal battle. You will die. Oh, that kind of looks like harpies and skeletons. This is a town, so mountain monastery. Oh, it's not. It's a permanently increase each visiting hero's attack defense, spell power, and knowledge by 1 for 5,000 gold. These are fantastic. Not for me right now. We're going to go back. Go pick up the wood. Those guys aren't going to move. Get this guy over here. It seems that I can't get that pile, whatever that is, so just gonna do that. Can't go in here unless we attack. It says easy battle. Hey, we got a victory. accept that. I'm gonna get that. And it looks like fish to the face, common main hand. It's a weapon. It goes wobble wobble in battle. Yes. I love that. Alright, let's get this. Get the XP. Grab the gold. Grab that gold. This is a Dragon Utopia. Dragon Utopias are guarded by dragons, but they give crazy good artifacts and gold. We are likely not geared or ready for that. Stinging Sword. Stinging Sword gave us permanent attack by 1. I need each hero to visit that. I think we're done with our turns, so I'm going to make sure I want to end my turn. Oh, I still have movement. Can I get the gold? Seems I can't get to the Dragon Utopia yet. That's fine. All right, capture the sawmill. I don't see the sawmill. Oh, sawmill's up here. Okay, cool. Let's go see if we can visit our town. Oh, we can't. Cities. Cities are the cornerstone of your progress in the game. Each one is unique. Building, we can construct buildings. We can do trading, hiring creatures. Yep. Recruit heroes in a tavern. Trade resources and artifacts in a market. Yep. Unique faction abilities. So each faction has something like they produce more of a unit, or they produce resources, or so on and so forth. Some of them have better mage skills. Each city can hold 2 heroes at a time. 1 hero goes in the garrison, which means they will be behind the walls, and the other one can roam around. And you can exchange troops between your garrison hero and your traveling hero. All right, so here we are. This is city map. As I move the mouse, the city kind of does its little rotating thing. Down here, it shows you what you're producing. So right now we are producing 23 of those. I can do 14 of those. If that just took all the gold that I have to do that, I just right clicked it and it just made units. So if I hover, it shows me the upgraded unit. I don't know if I have the option to actually train those yet. Crossbowmen. So we have no crossbowmen because I hired them already. Normally you could use this slider and say how much gold, and it would tell you. And then we have, where's our other buildings? This looks like it's where the marketplace would go. Normally you would be able to click on the castle and it would, okay, so we have swordsman and we have the marksman. Recruit creatures. Okay, so if you want to recruit, here's all the units that you have. You have a swordsman, then you have guard captain, and then you have Sun's Aegis. Ooh, so there's 3 levels of troops in this game. Okay. Crossbowman, we have Austringer, and we have marksman. Marksmen have piercing shot. Austringer don't have, they get to go twice. They have view from the heavens, find bolts. Seems like everybody has that. This one is sharpshooter, deals full range damage at any. These deal double shot, and this is your base unit. Okay. Next we have Griffin. Griffins have, they fly, ignore obstacles and traps. They counterattack. They do twice per round. Valiant Cry. This is their positive effect. So the creature's attacks increase by 5, initiate by 1, duration 2 rounds. Cool. Next, we have Temple Griffin. These are beast, they're melee, they're flying, and they have alert 2. Has endless counterattacks. Ooh. So different than the Griffin. Griffin has counterattacks twice per round. Temple has endless. And the Guardian Griffin counterattacks twice per round. So, but you get Loyal Protector. Counterattacks each time an adjacent enemy attacks a friendly. So it'll counterattack if somebody near it got attacked. That is very cool. Valiant Cry is on your Griffin and your Temple Griffin, and then Guardian Griffin gets rid of Valiant and they get the Loyal Protector, which... oh no, they get both. Valiant Cry just moved over here, so they get to keep Valiant Cry as their positive effect there. Very cool. I love that. Light Weaver. This is kind of like your mage. Ranged attack. Inner Light. Increases friendly attack. Defense by 5. Speed initiative by 1. They have the Hierophant, which is the upgrade. Still has Inner Light. And we have Holy Ablution. It does not affect undead, embodiments, or construct. Dispels all negative effects from all friendly creatures and fully restores their HP. So this is our healer. Hierophant is your healer. And we have Exaltation on the Sun Herald. This is the target friendly creature deals maximum damage for 2 rounds. Anointed for damage. Whenever this creature gains a positive effect, gains +1 damage till the end of the battle. Ranged attack and living. Very cool. Cavalry. Piercing Strike. Ignores 20% of enemy's defense. Inspiring. Increases friendly creatures' morale by 1. This effect does not stack. Only the strongest one is active. And Jousting Bonus. Moving before an attack increases damage by 3% per hex. So if you move first, however far they move, they get a 3% increase in damage per hex tile. Noble Cavalry. Ugh, beautiful unit. Look at that. Same. Piercing Strike is 30% on these. Inspiring and Jousting Bonus gets 6% per hex instead of 3%. And then we have the Sun Spear Cavalry. Jousting Bonus 6. Increase morale by 2. Ignore 30%. And then whenever this creature gains a positive effect, attack increases by 2. Inquisitor. Okay, we have Unyielding. Ignores 20% of enemies' attack when struck. So basically, like, very well shielded. Infuse Armor. Increase the creature's defense by 5 and speed by 1. Dispels negative effects and that restrict movement. Celestial Flail. Attack modifier. Hits the target and all adjacent enemies. Very cool. Even as a base unit, those are really good. Okay, so we keep Celestial. We keep Infuse. We have Celestial Armor. This creature generates 2 focus point when taking damage. And then we ignore 30% of the enemy's attack when struck. That's Unyielding 2. Unyielding 1 is 20. Unyielding 2 is 30. That's Mother Superior. And then we have Excommunicator. We get Swift Penance. Deals 15 times the amount of units. So every unit times 15. Magic damage to the target and all adjacent creatures, dispelling all positive effects from them. That is huge. That is huge. It's melee. Okay, so that's those 3. Inquisitor, Mother Superior, and Excommunicator. And then we have one of my favorite creatures from Heroes of Might and Magic series. It's the Angel. 250 hit points, 50 to 75 damage. Embodiment. A spirit, soul, or other intangible power that coalesced into material form. Morale range is -3 to 3, and luck range -3 to 3. Fallen embodiments do not count towards the power of necromancy reanimation after battle, so you can't give these over to the enemy. I love it. Ranged attack is replaced with a melee attack if an enemy is adjacent, -50% melee damage. The target is 3+ hexes away. It deals 10% damage per hex. They are a flying unit. Forging protection. Whenever a positive effect is applied to a friendly creature, it is also applied to this creature. The effect's duration and power are copied. If the effect targets multiple stacks, it is applied to this creature only once. Refract and Reflect. Special. Applies a copy of all positive effects currently on this creature to a friendly creature. Does not trigger forging protection. So it does not proc that. All right, next. Archangels. Oh, I can't even wait to see the third. Archangels. So every game, like, you know, Heroes of Might and Magic 3, 4, 5, 6, they all had 2 evolutions, right? I don't remember if another game had 3 evolutions. So that our units have 3 evolutions. That means we're probably going to be in levels or campaigns longer because it will take a lot more resources to upgrade. It took a lot to upgrade just to get to the 2nd level in previous games. Getting to a 3rd level is going to feel like, I don't know if it's going to feel like a chore, but it's going to feel really good if you get your units to that level. Archangel gets Devouring Chalice to dispel all positive effects from enemies within a hex radius and radius area from chosen hex, and applies them to this creature. Cool. Refract and Reflect is copied. Forge and Perfection, we got that. Sharpshooter deals full range damage at any range. Can attack enemies at range. Yep. And its embodiment. And the third is Apotheosis. Ooh. We go bump up to 300 health. Unbending Pride special. Dispels all negative effects from this creature and fully restores its HP. Does not end the turn. We have Refract and Reflect. We have Purity Aura. This creature and adjacent friendly creatures are immune to all negative effects. Wow, you get immunity. That's incredible. And we have Forging Perfection. We have Duelist, receives no melee penalty. Very cool. Flying and ranged attack. Interesting, it says a melee attack if an enemy is adjacent minus 50% melee damage, but this down here says receives no penalty in melee. Maybe they just have to keep that tooltip there anyways because it is ranged attack. All right, and that is all of your units for Heartforge, our town here. Very cool, very cool. So if we want to build something, I'm not really sure why there's a build icon over here. I can't click it. I can't do anything. That feels kind of like a bug, but we'll see. Here is your town map. Let's go over these buildings. We have Golden Calf. The owner city produces 1,000 gold and one of each other resource. This city's dwelling produces 100% of units. To construct this, you need something that I don't have and I don't see on the map. It must be a special thing. The Solar Temple grants 1,000 gold and 1,000 law points. Ooh, law points sound new. Then we have Garrison, allows you to recruit swordsmen. We have the Griven Rookery. Maybe it just means you can upgrade a building. So this sign right here, maybe that means you can upgrade a building. We will see. So we have Muse. Muse allow a crossbowman. Sounds like cats. Muse. Marksman. Ostringos and marksmen can be constructed from the upgrade. So your building upgrades are 1 and 2. Your unit upgrades are 1, 2, and 3. And then they have dependencies. So the Griffin Rookery. Hippodrome, you must have a Muse and a Rookery, and you can build the Hippodrome. Hippodrome allows you to recruit the cavalry. Garrison is required to get Garrison 2. Garrison 2 allows you to get the captains and the Sun's Aegises. Sundrop Chapel requires a Mage Guild and a Rookery, so you can build it. You can build it now. The green buildings mean you can build them right now. We do have a scouting skyship, removes the fog of war within 20 squares of the city. And then we have walls. You can upgrade your walls. In previous games, you would have things like catapults, which could get you through the walls a lot quicker. Let's go ahead and build a Mage Guild. Mage Guild is one of the primary sources in the spells. Yep. So now that we do that, we have a spell book. Magic is a key element of the gameplay alongside the army. Heroes can use spells in combat and the map. Mana is limited to the resource. Partially restores each day. If the hero starts the day in the city with a built Mage Guild, their mana is fully restored. Spells are divided in 4 schools. We have Daylight, Nightshade, Arcane, and Primal. Each school has its own focus. Daylight, many support spells. Primal is combat, so on and so forth. All spells are ranked by tier, 1st through 5. By default, heroes can cast 1 and 2, and to access higher tiers, they must learn the corresponding magic skills. There are also neutral spells that do not belong to any school. These spells have unique acquisition conditions. Most often, they are unlocked through secondary skills and sub-skills. To learn neutral spells, a hero must reach a certain level. The higher the spell's tier, the higher level required. Holy mother of... This is interesting. Does this spin? Can I move around? No, this is kind of... Okay. Okay, so the icon on the right looks like, hey, you have something you should build or can build. You should build it. Once you do, you're good to go for the day. You can't build anymore. All right. We are at Tier 1 Mage Guild. We have access to Wean. Reduce the duration of all positive effects. We have Thick Hide, which The target creatures take 15% less damage from melee. And then we have a bunch of other spells. Let's see. Energy explosion. All creatures take 30 damage. I do not have the ability to upgrade, nor can I buy any of these spells. It says click the spell icon to unlock or upgrade it. And I don't have any of those abilities right now. So we're going to click out of that. We can upgrade creatures. We need a Garrison 2 and Muse to upgrade our units. We don't have that yet. When I get in the castle, I can pull these units down into my army. The unique building we don't have access to. We don't have artifacts. We need a tavern. We need a marketplace. We need to build things before we can actually leverage those. So there you go. All right, that is done in there. And then this person can move. Maybe she'll go pick up the units. So we'll do that. And we'll just demonstrate getting the units out of here. So if I pull these down, we can keep 2 stacks. I'm going to combine those two and kind of move them over one so I can get their range going a little bit better. So the number plus 23 is how many I produce per week. And the number to the right of it is how many are in here. Since we got a new day, we are able to build again. We can build any of these things. We can build the Griffin Rookery. Construct that. We should have griffins. And there we go. And if you want to recruit creatures, you can hit B is for build, R is not for recruit, C is your recruit button. So to get all of these, it's going to be 1,715. Some units take different resources, like angels used to cost crystals. A lot of these will just require gold. So for now we have 7. We're going to put those right there. If you move your hero into the garrison, they will pick up all these troops and put them into their slots. That's a good way to do that. And there we go. Let's go. I think we got enough troops. Let's go take out this. Go take out the sawmill. Get this going. Start this here battle. I'm gonna put my griffins up there. They've got pretty good defense. Gonna move those guys and these guys, and then we will use these two. I can take out 2 or 3 of these guys. Why not? Nice. We got 2. Ooh, good morale. Lets me go again. I'm gonna shoot the other stack. Pick out 1. Very nice. Enemy gets another. They get both their turns. Remember, griffins have an extra retaliation. And it was not used. They are gonna go for my swordsman. Very cool. Swordsman get a retaliation and instantly take them out. I feel like that could have been an auto battle, but that's okay. Basic scouting, advanced. Okay, so she is a cleric. We should do advanced magic. Hero can learn tier 4 daylight spells. Daylight spells cost -3 mana and gain +1 levels. Very nice. Now it looks like I'm picking a perk. Brightest Sun, -1 levels to all enemy daylight spells. +1 focus charge, starts battle, +4 spell power while casting daylight, and additional +1 for each other magic school known. Ooh, I like that. Okay, cool. Let's pick up all the wood laying on the ground over here. That guy's out of turns. I'm gonna go grab this. Grab this. Ooh. We got alchemical dust just sitting on the ground. There's no mines that produce this. Discovering a global map is the only way to find it. So this is what levels up your artifacts. You definitely want to keep that when you find it. Go over here. Get some XP. We're doing good on gold, so I pick up XP every single time. And then this battle, ooh, that's not going to be good. I need more troops for this guy. This guy's going to be my scout. Stable gives you more movement speed for the week. You want to refresh that every week. All right, so we got a garrison, so we can pick up more troops with that person, and then let's just use this spell just so we can see kind of what's going on. Okay, so when we use that spell, if I go back to the spell, sorry, Read Minds. Read Minds is Magic Tier 2, shows the precise number and intentions of all neutral squads within 21 squares of the hero. So when we look at this now, it tells us exactly how many of each enemy there are, and it says they will fight. So yeah, there you go. Okay, end turn. We are still in week 1. We go ahead and we have enough gold. We have enough gold. So we're going to pick up 18 swordsmen. Oh, I'm losing my mouse again. The only thing about the game so far is the mouse seems to be a little glitchy. Okay. There is a muse, so we can get crossbowmen. I'm going to go ahead and grab 12 of those. We have last coin. It's +1 luck. Go ahead and grab that. During adventures, you'll expand your territory, capture new lands and cities. Passage to neighboring areas guarded. Win the battle to clear the way. After that, capture the city located in the new area. Got it. Okay, this is a normal battle. We have 50 to 99, and like it looks like it'll be a challenge, but I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna stack those two, move them to either side of my marksman, and then we'll go attack. Ah, cool. We lost. Ooh. We lost 12 hit points. Nice. Okay. Pick up the coin. This battle, easy battle. All right, let's go take them out. Result. Okay. All right, basic daylight magic, resistance, or advanced scouting. Let's take resistance for now. Get the XP. Let's get our griffins. Ooh, that is really cool looking. So that is the observatory when it's just on a map. It's called a, it used to be called a Griffin Observatory in previous games. So if I refer to that, I'm sorry. It's called the Rookery now, or Rookery. Look at this. Looks like we have some satyrs. Yep, some of the wood over there. Go ahead and get our sawmill that we captured. Congrats, we have built, we've done all the tasks. Now we have to capture the city to the northwest. Wood storage, once per week gives 6 to 10 wood. Very nice. All right, so we're getting lots of resources off the land. Has this person visited the Learning Stone? Not sure. In previous games, it would tell you if you visited or not. That did not say whether I had done that. 10% magic damage, I will take it. This battle should be easy for them, so we are going to... a couple easy battles over there. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the monastery. Let's go ahead and try to do this first. Always need to make sure I go into my town and build. So that thing is telling me, hey, you need to build. Let's see. Garrison would be nice. Garrison we have. Garrison level 2 requires... Oh, we need arcane dust for buildings. Oh, I need to make sure I don't. I need to make sure I don't actually spend all of that. Let's go ahead and make... let's do a tavern, I guess. Or we could do the Sundrop. We could get light weavers. We'll do the tavern. Tavern's easy. Tavern's easy, doesn't cost much. What was... It was using gems. Yeah, alchemical dust, we only have 9. All right. Good there. Go ahead and attack these. Accept the result. We lost nobody. Get the XP. Aha. What was this? Permanently increased visiting heroes defense. Okay, I like it. Let's go ahead and get the extra movement. Got that. We are red, so everything we take over will turn red. We have the gem mine. Dragon Utopia we're not doing. All of these are good. Tells you how many troops are in it. This refreshes weekly, so obviously there's nothing in it for now. And all right, let's go back down here. I will have Leah be the one who's attacking down here, and then I will have this guy do some exploring. Mr. Johnny Johnson, do some exploring for me. The Legion's Memorial. Okay, there are also guards inside. Be ready to fight to get the reward on the inside. That doesn't look like something I can do right now. I need to get him more troops. I don't think this castle actually has anything in it. That's cool. What do we got here? Oh, alchemical dust. Alchemical dust on the map looks like trinkets. It looks like trinkets. All right, I think we're good. I sure want to end my turn. That means somebody has movement. Okay, you have movement. You have movement, but you're not using it. All right, end the turn. Seems like a glitch. Need you to go over here. Okay, we lost a few troops, but no biggie. Hey, increase heroes' attributes. Yes. All right, so up at the top, you can see it says already visited. That's what I'm looking for. That one's already visited. Very good. Accept the results. We lost nobody. Very cool. I love the, basically how do you think you're going to do? And then you get a chance to either go fight it or retreat, or you can accept the results. Very cool. What do we have up here? Is this like your marketplace? Faction laws. Each faction in the game is unique. Its cities feature special buildings. Recruit unique, blah, blah, blah. The most important feature is the faction has an exclusion set of faction laws, research options that change different aspects of the game. These laws can strengthen the economy, improve creature stats, modify core gameplay, etc., etc. As you play, you earn law points, increasing your faction level. With each new level, you gain one law seal. These seals can be spent immediately or saved to unlock more expensive and powerful laws. To unlock high-level laws, you must invest seals in some basic ones. Some laws require multiple seals to upgrade. Some laws have multiple levels. Each level increases the effect of the law. Okay. So how many points? Are these my law points up here? These are level 0, mana 6, level 1. Not enough resources, cannot be upgraded. I don't know what the resource actually is for these. Ah, it's alchemical dust. Okay. Yeah, it's alchemical dust. Okay. Let's go back to laws. Produces 250 gold per day. Sight radius increase. Swordsman growth. Crossbowman growth. At least one additional round. Enact law 3 points. Where are my points? Like, oh, I have 3 points. Okay, cool. So I can do a couple of things. That provides a one-time bonus. That provides gold per day. Let's just do the crossbowman. So as you get XP, you get these law points. They're down here. Okay. Got it. Got it. Let's grab this treasure chest here. What's going on with our movement? We don't have any more movement. That would be a problem. All right, we need these points for sure. Alchemist Laboratory. So you can an Alchemist Laboratory. I can take all of my resources and create more dust. which seems to be pretty important. Economy. We'll create that. These are going to be very, very necessary. Okay. That, get the Mercury Lab. We got Mercury Lab there. Grab gold. Grab gems. Get some XP. Okay. Next turn. We hit E for end turn. E is not ending my turn. That's interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and report that as a bug. Category UI visual? No. Gameplay. While trying to use hotkey E, turn did not end playing. Loaded a save game tutorial advanced level finished movement in turn. Pressed E, no action from E key. My email Discord, sir. goodnight@gmail.com. Submit. All right, cool. I like bug submissions in game. I don't like going to a forum and, you know, putting your problem in. Exploring the map, you encounter portals. Special objects that instantly transport you. Each portal is connected to another one. Sometimes the portal is guarded. Beat them and you'll be able to use the portal. Very nice. Let's get our XP. Morale or extra. I like having morale. So if I double click on him, we're almost full. So you can only have 8 sub skills. We have recruitment, resistance, morale, scouting, luck, defense, and ascension. Okay. We can upgrade that, but I'm going to save it because I think I need that for buildings. If I go to click here, double click in town, go to B. See these buildings. This one only needs 2,510. That needs wood and gold. That one looks like it needs gems, right? Or ore. Ore is kind of purplish. Ore kind of looks like gems now. It's kind of weird. So that's gems. That's ore. Muse level 2. See, that takes 20. As you start getting more advanced buildings, they start taking alchemical dust. The garrison level 2. All of these are starting to take alchemical dust. So let's go ahead and construct. We'll construct that guy. Again, you can construct 1 building per day per town. Use that wisely. Go ahead and get out of here. Looks like an easy battle. They might run. Yes. Okay. Just gonna auto accept. Knowledge Garden gives knowledge +1. This is a rope belt. And we'll get the XP. Get the ore. Yeah, ore needs to be more black and white. It's too purple. And I love purple. It just, that doesn't look like ore to me. It looks like some sort of gemstone. For some reason, I can't pick up this hat. No, it was... Visually, I was looking at this and I had to put my hand below the item. Tactics. Tactics is good. Nightshade magic. This is a magic person. We're going to do nightshade magic for now. Okay. These oases are nothing. In previous games, you could use the oasis. All right, we've already gone there. We're going to go here. Yeah, E is not doing anything right now. Did I somehow... There's also no hotkeys in the settings. movement controls. We have spell auto result. Like there's no hotkey buttons and no way to actually set hotkeys. Is that like by default? Like I know hotkeys because I've played the game and previously. I'm actually gonna turn up speeds on these two because that's actually a great feature, is turning up the how fast you move sort of thing. Yeah, all of a sudden hotkeys are just not working. If I hit B, spell key works. But if I hit E to end my turn, that does nothing. WASD is moving on the map, so that's fine. You can move your characters with the arrow keys if you would like. But yeah, end, turn, not working. If I hover, I don't see a hotkey when I hover either. That should be in the UI. That you should hover. I think I'll report that too. Okay, I'm gonna send Leah back. This is another castle. There's nothing in it. I'm gonna have him capture that. Send Leah back over here. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to send Leah. Oh, it only moves one at a time though. That's not cool. Yeah, I like that speed a lot better. Click on you. You actually have to click on the hero. You can't just. Let's see. Mercury storage, crystal storage, gem storage. Go ahead and get those. Go into the town. We captured a city. Very nice. Yes, GG's. Double click into the city. This one is just getting started, really. This one's just getting started. So I mean, previous games you could upgrade. So if you got the tower in the marketplace, you could upgrade your garrison. All of this, so you would upgrade the town. You would start with a town, then you would get a city, and then you would get a capital. The capital will let you get like 10,000. It was 10,000 gold. It would give you like 4,000 gold per day. I don't see anywhere in the city where the city is actually making me money, except for the solar temple. So solar temple, this whole faction is about sun, which is kind of cool. But anyways, if you're in town, these buttons don't work. Oh, it actually took me to the other castle. There's Grey Rock and there's Heartforge. Okay, so Grey Rock is the new one, and that's where I have this guy. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and build things. You can do the rookery here. I like that I can navigate to a different town using these over here. That was always a pain, is like going out, finding your town, go back in. And we're gonna hit B. Gonna build a hippodrome. And then we're gonna train everybody. So let's recruit. I don't have a lot of gold, but I can get 3 of these guys. I do want 3 cavalry. Okay, we're getting kind of low on gold. We're gonna chill for a minute. He's got a little bit of Sundrop Chapel. I can get light weavers from there. It looks like he's got a little bit of movement left, but it won't let him move. I think that's a bug too. Let's say UI visual, say movement remaining on hero. And we're gonna say John Johnson, what a name, has a smidge of movement remaining, but I am not allowed to use it on map. movement. Guide visual is gray. Character doesn't move. Orange meter on profile on left side of screen is showing 1 or 2 steps remaining in his turn. Email, Discord. Yep. Submit bug. Okay. Now we have 2 bugs. We get that. 1620. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna build Solar Temple 2. Sounds like it's required. That's gonna give me a lot of gold and law points. Law points are pretty awesome. Right now we have 2. Let's go ahead and enact that, and then we'll do extra gold per day because it seems like gold is going to be a premium. And right now the rest of the map, I mean, the only things we have left to do, if I actually exit, the only things we have to do are to take over that Necro Town. Necro Town is guarded by a hero, and this hero has a decent amount of skeleton warriors, ghouls. Onkos is the enemy hero. Once we do that, we'll go through the portal, and the portal probably takes you right next to the town, I'm gonna guess. So that hero hasn't moved the entire game. However, for a tutorial, this is kind of chill. It's actually letting me kind of guide the way that I want to play, instead of just every move telling you exactly how you should do things, which is kind of cool. I like that. All right, buddy. We're going to move you here, and we are going to build. Oh, I can't build anything. I've already built. What can I recruit? We're going to recruit this. I move him in and move him out. Then I get the creatures. If you double click on the creatures, you can get like what they do and all of their things. And then if you want to upgrade them to Sun Heralds is 6. Upgrade Sun Heralds or Hierophants. But I don't think we have the building to do that. I would need a Sundrop Chapel. Right? Or what would I need for that? Yeah, I would need Sundrop Chapel level 2, which I don't have. I recruited them from here, so there is no upgrading. That's kind of weird that it would give you an option to like think about upgrading, but you have no option to upgrade. Alright, we've already visited that. There's a campfire over here to get. Do that. I need her. Go here. I need her to walk here. Okay. Very subtle the way that you get that. Recruiting creatures. Probably want to get those. And there's really not like a, hey, do you want to do that? What's cool is it takes the amount of money you have and it says you can recruit 1 of these or you can recruit 2 of these. I like that. There, we've got 22 of them. We've got 6 of these. I'll move both of those to the outside. And then are we getting to a point where we want to combine those yet? No, I don't think so. I think we're good. Anything that I need to visit over here. Visit that guy. Already visited that. Nothing there. We need to go to the windmill. And then we need to go visit that. And we should be good. Okay. 38.30. So we're not getting a ton of gold every day. You double click the portrait, it will take you into the town. If you highlight the building and click on it, you can get to the building thing. I think Solar Temple 2 is going to give us the gold and the points that we need. Ooh, and it looks really pretty when it's done too. That's very nice. The town itself is just really cool looking. I do like the visuals of the town. They look very nice. All right. This person needs to explore, so probably go up here. Very cool. And probably go in here and get some more troops. Don't have enough cash for any troops right now. If we go to the Colosseum, we can get more troops. Easy battle. Yep. Nice. Basic offense. I'll take offense. We got 8 cavalry for doing that. That is excellent. So we're gonna see how this guy does in battle. In addition to moving around the map, interactive objects, you can encounter heroes. A battle will occur. At the end of the battle, heroes are killed. Whereas hero receives experience as well as artifacts. Yep. Let us go attack. Alright. Nothing to do in tactics. I think I'm only going to move them halfway. Yeah, the speed in battle is great. Let's see. If I do hotkey of D, I can defend. Great. I like that. Whose turn? Oh, they got to go again. We're gonna defend again. Woo! Very cool. This is gonna take. Oh, might be able to take out all of them. Yeah, let's go. Nice. All we get left is archers, so everybody move in. Oh, he gets to go again. Very nice. Man, their melee is actually pretty doing some work. But the cavalry is gonna do way more work. So there we go. All right. Portal time. We're on the other side. Oh, interesting. So the portal was green here and it's purple on the other side. Abandoned outpost. Defeat the guard. Transform it into a city of your starting faction. Oh, cool. So abandoned outpost is something that you can get in a whole new city. Defeat it lets you gain the outpost, and then you can make it into whatever you want. Easy battle. Got it. Okay, now, oh, cool. Now we can build a garrison and a solar temple. It's already got a solar temple. We can use solar temple level 2 so we can get even more gold. I'm kind of learning that solar temple is like my starting thing. It's like what I really want to get going. This one, what can we build here? We'll build a mage guild. And for this one, we only have 800 gold, so probably, oh, garrison level 2. Okay, we can do that. Yep, we can upgrade troops now. So when I recruit troops, garrison level 2. Yeah, so I can recruit guard captains now. It says I can do a sun aegis, or I can do a guard captain. That's going to be tough. You've only got 7 slots, but now you have 2 upgrade type. So if I have Excommunicator, Mother Superior, you may want a stack of Mother Superiors and Excommunicators. And then you would have to decide which one of these guys am I not taking. Or you may just decide, hey, this hero here is going to have Hierophants, and then my other hero is going to take Sun Heralds. But it just kind of depends on what you want. That the 3rd tier may not always be the best. It may be the best. I'm not sure. Kind of depends on what you want to do. But what I wanted to talk about was the Garrison level 2. The level 2 building, which I don't know if I agree with this, but I'm okay with it. The level 2 building lets you build the next 2 evolutions of the enemy, of the units. So what that means to me is it's just basically saying instead of doing 3 tiers and the 3rd tier is always the best, skip the first 2 tiers, never produce those again. This is saying, hey, produce level 1, and then when you get to level 2, you have to make the decision, but it doesn't cost any more to build a 3rd building or to change that building. It's just build whatever it is, Garrison level 2, for example, and then you decide. You pick which ones you want to take. You want to take both, you want to take one, figure it out for yourself. So I actually like that decision a lot. Hats off to the devs on that one. Hats off to the devs on that one. Okay. Here, and I don't have any gold. Really need gold. The thing about walking around and getting garrison units is they are level 1 or the low tier, and you have to do that with a hero who's carrying low tier, or else you're going to run out of space. Then you take them to a town and you upgrade them. Let's go to the rookery and get them. Yeah, we're getting lots of resources now. Very cool. Let's go here, get the XP. Get to the well and get my MP. They're fleeing, let them run. If you let things flee, you don't get the XP for it. That's the other thing. This should give us spell power. Very reminiscent of early games. Is this a thing, or is it really just like a graveyard type thing? It looks like a graveyard. 100 to 249 skeletons. Wow, that's a lot of skeletons. Old Johnny Johnson still got that move meter going. All right. Your turn begins. Go over here. Grab the gold. Get the redwood. Mr. Johnny Johnson. Some of these things are just on the map, just visually, just for fun. Skeletons. Let them run. Pandora's box. Unpredictable, but great reward. I got 10,000 something. I guess it was just XP. Let's see. Fields of Serenity. Temple creatures deal 10% and take 10% less damage on native terrain. Vengeance. While Ascension is active, friendly creatures deal 10% damage. This effect is stackable. And then we have Purging Touch. Grants a new ability, removes all negative effects from target. Let's do Vengeance. Advanced Resistance. Friendly creatures take minus 10% magic. Enemy spells cost 20% more. All negative effects on friendly creatures last for 2 fewer rounds. So that's kind of fun. Advanced Luck. Friendly creatures have a 1% higher chance to land a lucky strike for each point of luck. Hero gains 25% golden resource from piles in the map. Is doubled if the hero knows economy. Wow. Enemy luck reduced in battle. Always heads. That sounds cool. Let him run. Coliseum. Ah. This is a Pit of Glory. Allow you to upgrade creatures. Even if you don't have a way to upgrade them, you can upgrade them. So I can make these Hierophants or Sun Heralds. Let's try Sun Heralds. These can be Temple Griffins or Guardian Griffins. We're just going to do that. These can be Guard Captains or Sun Aegis. Guard Captains have 4 attack and 6 initiative. These have 7 and 3. The upgrade costs 0 gold? Oh, that's interesting. You can change the upgrade once you're done. Ooh, I like that too. Ooh, very cool. So you're here, you're upgrading units. Click on this, you can do Noble Cavalry or Sun Spear Cavalry. See, sometimes, so this one has 14 initiative, 6 speed. This one has 7 speed, but 11 initiative. Defense 16, attack 15, defense 12 and 13, attack 12 to 16. Same damage, same HP, just changes the initiative and the speed. So if you would like more attack and defense, then go for the Sun Spear. These are going to be 5k to upgrade. Oof. Oofers. All right. Let's go ahead and make sure these are Sun Aegis, I believe. Yeah, Sun's Aegis. And then these guys are, we'll do Sun Aegis as well, so we can combine them if we need to. Man, the units themselves look really cool. If you want to change upgrade, you can change it. All you're doing is swapping back and forth, and it costs you nothing. And it tells you the difference between the two. Like, hey, if you want to change, you're going to lose XYZ, including morale, but you'll gain, initiative. Cool. All right, like that. 1000 XP. I wonder if the heroes are capped. The previous games, you'd have like a level cap for heroes. Haven't seen that yet. Go here and build garrison level 2. I have a feeling I'm going to find out like what are my favorite unit types as you go through these different factions, and then we'll figure it out. All right, and end our turn. We got lots of different things over here. We got 4 Scholars Observatory, so we're gonna get spell power or knowledge for 1,000 gold. Go ahead and do that. This hero, let's see, I'll do knowledge because I'm lacking a little bit. So down here you can see your stats. You get spell power, knowledge, defense, and attack. So when you're making these decisions, like this right here, it's going to tell me attack or defense for 1,000 gold. You can pick which one you want. Since those are a tie right now, I'll go for attack. And then here is the castle. Looks like they have some bone dragons, potentially. There's a hero inside. Do another 1,000 XP. And, yeah, so we'll go ahead and do this battle. Got the result of that. Get this stuff. I just got an artifact. Let me see what I got. Rags. Okay. The fish to the face gives you +1 attack. Straw hat gives you +1 knowledge. And rags give you +1 spell power. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let us collect some more resources. We've already visited that. I can go here and get some more troops. But I think we are going to see if we can take this guy out. I don't think I die if I lose John Johnson, so we'll see. City siege, special type of battle. You're going to have, hopefully we have catapults. Let's see. As an attacker, destroy the defensive walls, get the creatures inside. As a defender, you're looking to repel. You have walls, towers, moats, and more will aid in your defense. Yes. Wow. Okay, so in previous games, you didn't have this many tiles in the city. You had like 1 or 2 back here. Now you've got like 5 or 6. So, all right, we're in tactics phase. Go ahead and start the battle. I want to get things, so we do have a catapult. I don't know if we'll get to buy like first aid tent and ballista and other stuff, but I'm gonna move folks in. Oh man, these troops look so good. Let's see, spells. Energy explosion. What is 8? Is that how much MP it takes? Let's see what that... Can I get all 3 of these in an explosion? Alright, that didn't do squat for damage. Yeah, it takes 8 MP. So when you look at the spells, above the spell is how much MP. Right is the level, and left is probably the tier of the spell. So Nightshade Magic Tier 1 is the Tier 1 spell. It is level 2. Tier 1 spell, level 1, and costs 8. So that is how you read the spell book here. Alright, we have got a couple of casters here. We're gonna do some damage on those bad boys. Alright, so they're coming out of the gate. I don't have any of the gate. Let's see, I can't attack them because the gate is not down. So we are going to... Oh, skip turn doesn't give you defense anymore? Or does it? Let's see. Let's see. Nope, it just skips your turn. Interesting. Okay. Griffins can fly over, so we're going to move them in. And we get an extra turn. I'm going to get next to the range so they don't shoot me anymore. Spacebar allows me to skip turns. Forgot they had a unit outside. I'm not sure why I skipped my turn, but yeah, it is what it is, right? Let's see. Healing water. I'm going to heal these guys up. We're going to shoot these guys because they're closer. Try to get rid of that stack. Got an extra turn. Those are pretty beefy. Undead pets. Those are pretty cool. So, what do we have here? We have skeleton archers. 2 stacks of skeleton archers. Let's see. Try to get rid of these undead pets. Is the catapult shot yet? I feel like I'm just keep doing +2 attack and defense to the target friendly creature. Target deals -15%. Reduce the duration while positive, and initiative. Let's do enlarge shadow. Put that on them. Alright. They're dead. They're dead. Can't get inside yet. Just gonna skip. And can't get them inside. Can't get them inside. I don't know what this bar is down at the bottom. I'm not really sure what the heck that is. Catapult salvo. So you have to launch your catapult yourself. This game, for the longest time, had catapults where they would just launch wherever. you didn't matter. You didn't get a choice. As time went on, you could upgrade your catapults and get more shots. Usually did not get to pick where it goes. That didn't do anything. Shooting over walls also has a huge penalty. So let's see if we can do a... What I did was remove the counterattack of that unit. Still can't get into the castle, and we win. Let's go. All right, victory. Nice. Is that it for the... Congratulations on completing the basic tutorial. You can replay any mission at any point in time. Very cool. Now we have side missions. Learn how to trade resources. Learn how to global map. These are all side missions that are open. What I would like on this UI is... So we just did this. We did the main mission advanced tutorial. We did gameplay basics. We've got pathfinding, weekly growth, marketplaces, resources, flee and surrender, maps and spells, counterattack, and spell levels. I don't really feel like heroes chaining. I don't really feel like you needed all of these. I mean, the tool tips and everything are enough to tell you in game how to play. If you're new to the series, this may help you, and maybe it's just fun. I'll go through and play them and maybe put out another video on this, but I feel like they could have done something else with this and not had to make all of these tutorials. Now, if they're stuck, if they are stuck in tutorial land here and it doesn't matter, like, if we save this game and just say tutorial complete and hit save, go back to the main menu. We can load up single player. I think as long as tutorial map stays where it is, then I think that's fine. Yeah. But I think for the next video, we'll go ahead and close it here. Just want to do an intro of the game, go through the mechanics, look at the tutorial, see the differences between prior games, the new game, and really just see what this demo is all about. There's a lot in this demo. So we have tutorial, we also have single player, which has 3 modes. We have arena, we have classic, and we have single hero. So there's a lot to pack in. You're not time gated on this. You can play the demo as long as you want. I actually left the game on yesterday, and so it looks like I have 72 hours in the game. But I really don't. See, it says 214 hours of playtime. That is not accurate at all. But that is it for this video. So we'll put out more about the single player campaigns and anything else that we can do in this game. We will check it out. You can wishlist it directly from the game. If you're a fan of the series, I'm just going to say just do it. This game right now is already scratching the itch. To have a new Heroes game is super exciting. Report the bugs. It's got a YouTube and Discord link here if you want to hop in and join there. I'll probably join the Discord just so I can report any bugs there if that's easier for them. I'm not really sure what the team is looking for, but so far I've been doing it in the UI, and it's actually super simple. So I like doing that in the UI if I can. And yeah, that's about it. So stay tuned, subscribe if you want to see more of these videos or anything else in gaming related content. You can find me on X at SirDeadKnight. You can find me anywhere on the internet as SirDeadKnight. It's the same name on all the different platforms that you may be on. And we will see you next time on more videos for Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era.